welcome to another edition of Have You Seen It? I am your host, Denise, and this week I'm going to review the movie Arthur the King. This movie was just released about a week ago. I went to see it on opening day. It stars Mark Wahlberg and Simu Liu. Mark Wahlberg's character is named Michael Light, and he is an adventure racer. And adventure racing is similar to, let's say, I'll just say a triathlon, where there are different events that the participants endure over the course of, let's say, 5 days or so, and a certain distance. So there are different, trails and so forth. So that's kind of what his role is in this movie. So it's based on a true story. And I like movies that are based on a true story or inspired by a true story or are a true story. So when the movie starts, Michael has, he's just feeling some kind of way because in a previous race, 2015, he did not win. He was not the victor. And so he was quite disappointed about his finishing in that particular race. And, it's like 3 years later and he's still feeling some kind of way about it. And he's like, no, I got to redeem myself. I got to get back in there and show the world that I am the best at this particular event. So what he does is he has to, get a team together, obviously. So he reaches out to some familiar teammates who have raced with him in the past, and everybody's kind of moved on and their lives have changed, but he's still stuck here. And so funding is a bit of a challenge. It's hard for him to find sponsors, and he's struggling with that, and he's struggling with money, but he finally overcomes those obstacles, gets his team together, and they take the show on the road to the Dominican Republic. So the scenery throughout the movie and the landscape of the Dominican Republic and the trails and the forestry and the tropical atmosphere is all pretty lovely to watch in this movie. So once they're in the Dominican Republic, that is where they meet this quite scraggly little dog, and he is, a rescue dog, if you will. He's just chilling in the Dominican Republic, doesn't really have a home, is always, looking for food and just kind of out there on his own. And so he comes across the team when they are in a setup area where like they take their breaks and they have some food and water and kind of, get their plan of attack together as to how they're going to do this race. And once Michael feeds the dog now becomes a part of their team. Not because Michael said, hey, come and be a part of our team. He just kind of follows them. So every team in this adventure race has their instructions, what path they're going to take, what trails they're going to take. And the dog has just basically followed them to the point where they invite him to join them. And they name him Arthur. Okay? So you've got exciting race scenes. You've got exciting mountain bike scenes and climbing scenes and scary scenes. You've got rowing. You've got everything in this movie. So that's basically the movie. I'm not going to give away how Arthur and Michael bond together. You'll have to stay for the credits for that because it'll give you the little, background and history about them. But this movie is about leadership, compromise, loyalty, determination, teamwork, sacrificing what you want to do and what you want to accomplish in this race for the good of the team. And if you love dogs and you love, racing, and especially this type of racing, this is the movie for you. Good, family-friendly movie. You can take your kids to see this, and I guarantee they'll enjoy it as well as the adults. And 90 minutes, okay? 90 minutes, right up my alley. And the movie gets right to the point, pretty quickly. So it's not drawn out. You kind of know what is about to happen, or at least you have some idea of, okay, how this relationship between this man and this dog is going to play out. So that is my review, Arthur the King. All right, folks, I'm going to jump into my Nailed It for this week. And my Nailed It for this week is the incredible, remarkable actor Louis Gossett Jr., who recently passed away. And wow, he was an amazing actor, stage, film, TV. He could do it all. And so my specific Nailed It for Louis Gossett Jr. is the movie An Officer and a Gentleman. I didn't even choose a scene because the movie was fantastic, and every scene that he was in, he was fantastic. So if you want to take a trip down memory lane, take a look at An Officer and a Gentleman again and just really hone into the dynamic performance of Louis Gossett Jr. All right, folks, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that like button. And remember, we are available on every podcast platform in the universe. Just type in, "Have you seen it?" with Denise, and there I will be. All right, moviegoers, you know what to do. Until next week, I need you to go see a movie because I'm going to see a movie. Until next week, bye-bye.